Morning, everyone. We will begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu no Rito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku prayer. Please stand. 高天原にカムゾンあります。
カムロギカムロギのみこともちで、すねりおやかむいざなぎのみこと、つくしのにむかの立ち花の、ほどのあまぎはらに、急ぎ払いたもおときになりませる。払いどの狼たち、もろもろのまがごとつにけがれを、洗いたまえ清めたまえとまおすことのよしを、あまつかみくにつかみやおよろずの神たちともに、雨のふちこまの耳振り立てて、ひこしめせと、かしこみかしこみもまおす。
弥勒大神
守りたまえさきはえたまえ、弥勒大神守りたまえさきはえたまえ、
教えみおや主の神
守りたまえさきはえたまえ、教えみおや主の神守りたまえさきはえたまえ。
かんながら
魂はえませ。かながら魂はえませ。
Great God of light, creator and giver of all life,
In accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awaken the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all of humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan, and for the privilege of channeling and receiving joy. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified, as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives.
great God of light,
Bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan.
please be seated. We will now receive group joy.
Obrigado, Meishu-sama. Bless you.
Jore is now concluded. Let us now listen to the teachings of Meishu-sama. Art and beauty. Nature's splendid beauty, its mountains, rivers, trees, and flowers, is God's work of art, created for humanity's enjoyment. Because my goal is to help others live in paradise, I must first create paradise in my own heart. When we enjoy art in all its loveliness, we are uplifted and purified, cleansed in mind and spirit, one of God's great blessings. There are three ways for people to attain spiritual purification and higher awareness. One, through suffering. Two, through the practice of virtue. And three, through beauty. The first way, suffering, is experienced in physical illness or adversity. When spiritual clouds are accumulated to a certain level, a natural purifying activity begins according to the law of purification. This is nature's way of maintaining harmony. The second method of purification, the practice of virtue, is experienced through the giving of selfish service to others, both on an individual and a worldwide level. This is a better way of dispelling spiritual clouds and raising one's spiritual vibration than through the first method. It is much easier and offers the joy of service while cleansing the spiritual being of its impurities. The third way for purification to take place through awareness of beauty is experienced by a direct contact with the beauty of nature and with the enjoyment of lovely things created by human beings. Places of natural beauty carry a high spiritual vibration. Part of God's plan was the creation of flowers, trees, mountains, and seas for us to enjoy, and while enjoying them, to be purified in spirit, mind, and body. Any type of man made beauty purifies the spiritual being to some degree. Paintings, sculpture, music, poetry, and prose all carry the vibrations of their creators, as well as their own, producing a vibratory power that is second only to God's own creation, nature. Both service and beauty are stressed in our work. They form a balanced harmony that constantly purifies our spiritual beings.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miracle Association headquarters morning service. And thank you for your constant prayers towards world peace, the victims of wars, natural disasters, as well as man-made disasters and accidents. This morning, I want to share with you the faith experience of Luciana Antunes Frade. She's from Jacarepaguá in Rio de Janeiro. Luciana is 48 years old and has been a member for 7 years. Since April 2018, she had been suffering from acid reflux and inflammation of the thyroid. She experienced great discomfort, followed a restrictive diet, and took medications that brought no improvement. January 2022, her thyroid levels were completely altered, which caused extreme fatigue, heat, excessive sweating, hair loss, and brittle nails. At the same time, her blood sugar was at borderline levels, and she was considered pre-diabetic. Furthermore, she suffered from recurring urinary tract infections. During this period, she began to serve as a home gardening promoter. In this way, she carried out hands-on activities during the home gatherings she led. Through this, she witnessed many miracles and was able to guide 30 new members. She consumed food produced through the natural and organic farming method and reduced the intake of processed products. Concurrently, she received 10 jore per day and intensified her physical exercise routine. Month by month, the gastric and thyroid issues gradually disappeared. She no longer felt unwell, but very well disposed, and her hair stopped falling out. Her most recent exams in January of last year showed improved thyroid and blood sugar levels. As a result, her need for medication decreased and her health was fully restored. In addition, she has been free from urinary tract infections for more than 2 years. Through this experience, Luciana felt that she encountered God and recognized that there is something on earth far beyond what we can see. She also learned that the soil manifests a reaction corresponding to the treatment it receives. Luciana commits to expand nature farming program more and more, promoting health and happiness for the creation of the greatest possible number of paradise-like homes. Thank you very much for attending this morning service and listening to this inspiring faith experience. I wish you all a wonderful weekend.
And this brings to a conclusion our morning service. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and we wish you a very blessed day.